Outburst, a Todd Mills Mystery, Book 4. Author, R.D. Zimmerman. Publisher, Scribble Pub, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 1998. Narrator, Eric Ost. Chapter 7. The voice was deep and slow, difficult and pained. "Come and get me. I can't, Mom. Come. Trying to stem the frustration, Ron Ravel slumped against one of the airport's ubiquitous payphones and rubbed his forehead. "You can't afford home care," he told himself. "She needs someone all the time and around the clock. Care at home would be just too damn expensive. Besides, it's a fantastic nursing home. One of the very, very best in Los Angeles. She has a lot of her own furniture in the room. Lots of pictures and photographs on the walls, too. And they're taking good care of her. They really are. Ronnie? Mom, I'll be there tomorrow, I promise." Always the dutiful son. He was calling his mother just as he did every day when he was working and couldn't come to see her. As a flight attendant based out of LAX, the Los Angeles airport, he tried his very best to work only the western cities and not be gone very long. He had a reasonable amount of seniority, 8 years, and so he always tried to finagle his schedule to be back in town at night, simply because now there was no one else, not since his brother's murder a year and a half ago. "Listen, Mom, I won't get home until late tonight, so I can't come see you today. I'm working, but I'll be there tomorrow, I promise." He took a deep breath. "How's everything? What did you have for lunch?" "Ronnie, please. Even he couldn't make out what she said, so garbled were her words, but surely she understood the kind of care she needed, didn't she? Couldn't she? Maybe she'd had another stroke, a mini one or something. One so small that neither he nor the aides nor the doctors had noticed. She did seem to be getting worse. There was no doubt about it. Over the last month or so, her speech had gotten more slurred, her thoughts less coherent. He wanted to cry. Every single fucking day. He wanted to sit down and cry. He used to be a happy enough guy. Reasonably popular, too. With nice eyes, dark eyebrows, and a slim jaw. He'd had no shortage of dates. In fact, he'd been dating one guy for almost 2 years, but then Dave had been killed and everything had changed. Now, there was no big brother taking care of everything. Telling Ron to do this, make sure of that, and either Ron had forgotten all about the boyfriend or the boyfriend had gotten sick of waiting around, so he was gone too. And Ron was all alone. What a mess. He didn't want his mom to die, not ever, for she'd always been there for him, never wavered in her support or love, even when he came out, but how long could he go on like this? Better yet, how much longer could he keep her in such an expensive place? Perhaps he was going to have to follow his lawyer's recommendation and move his mother to a nursing home that accepted Medi-Cal, the state insurance plan. She mumbled, "Oh." Ron couldn't help but smile, for he understood exactly what she wanted to ask, which meant that some part of her was still there, that his real mom was still inside, the tired, withered body, hidden, but there. She'd always been so fretful about her boys. One a cop, the other a flight attendant, a case of the nerves it gave her. She said, worrying one second if Dave would get shot, the next moment if Ron would crash. So she always wanted to make sure she had his work schedule, and she was always asking, "Where are you going next, Ronnie?" Wanting her to think that he wouldn't be far away, Ron now said, "Where am I going?" Just down to San Diego. In fact, I need to go right now." "Love you." "I love you too, Mom." Reticent to break the connection, he held the receiver to his ear a moment longer, then hung up. Not moving, he stood there, staring at the phone, a pathetic smile on his lips. This was too much. Way too much, and the truth was that he himself wasn't doing so well. No, not at all. But then again, why should he? Damn the Los Angeles police, and damn the medical examiner. They'd both completely fucked up the case. There was no doubt that thanks to their incompetence, and theirs alone, his brother's killer had been allowed to go free. Shaking his head, Ron shuffled down the concourse, wondering how many more cops would have to be killed before Christopher Lewis Kinney was finally caught and convicted. Gay Mysteries audiobooks. I think it is easy to hate a label, but a face humanizes the word. So this effort is twofold: to offer comfort to those like myself that your world didn't end because you don't fit into the view of acceptable society on both sides, and in hopes of helping those with family that are LGBTQ, that it doesn't mean we are aliens from the child they once knew. Reassure them so they can maybe be supportive at the same time, being true to their values.